Wow, wow, wow. What a show. Oh my God. I'm just gonna say, I need season two. Oh, it is so good. I have to just start off by saying the writing, the script in this show, it's like mind candy, right? Like when you just hear the words and how it's written, it's so good. If it was a book, it's one of those books you could read in one sitting, right? Because it's so well written. And then the acting, oh my God, superb. They did such an excellent job. I was sad to see it end. Today was a finale of My Liberation Notes. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Anne, and on my channel, I review foreign international content. Today, I'm back to review episode 15 and 16, the finale. We've been doing that every week. If you've been here this whole time, I want to thank you so much. Kamsamita. Oh my God. Oh, what an excellent show, right? I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. It was written by the guy who wrote My Mister. And if you have not watched My Mister, like I always say, you are not a serious Korean fan, right? I'm just kidding, but you should watch it. If you love this, you gotta go watch My Mister because you would really appreciate the writing that is done by this writer. Oh, just standing ovation, just excellent. I want a season two. There needs to be a season two because we all know at this point, they've all started to get liberated, right? And I feel like at this point, we're in that section of self-awareness. Like everybody has identified what the issue is. Now, can second season be like, now how do we overcome our problems and even get better for it? I feel like they're just scratching the beginning of their stories, right? So, I want to see more. But let's go to episode 15. I thought episode 15 was very interesting. Obviously, they spent a lot of time on Mr. Gu and Mi Jong and their relationship. I love how they support each other with their own demons, whatever he's going through and whatever she was going through. And I love that at the end of it all, in their relationship, it came down to, her feeling more lovable. And because of that, she was more her authentic self. Same thing with Mr. Gu. I love her line when she said, I can look in my path of my liberation note and I can see when before Mr. Gu and after Mr. Gu. Meaning, because Mr. Gu came in my life, I became better. And then he responds in English, me too, right? I heard this actor, by the way, I guess grew up here or in Korea and then came here for school and went back. So apparently he's fluent in English. So I thought it was interesting that they made him throw in a word of me too, meaning his life is better for it because Mi Jong is in it. And then for him too, I thought it was interesting because we know Mr. Gu has a lot of demons to deal with, right? First of all, he's an alcoholic, which, by the way, as it was ending, I'm like, okay, now Mr. Gu may start to clean up because he went and bought the alcohol. And then when that coin didn't fall in, it kind of, ended up on top. This show has a lot of symbolism, right? Like so many symbols. He looked at it like, look, because the coin didn't fall through, meaning my life is not over yet. You can always clean it up or whatever. So he's like a second chance, right? So he put the alcohol by the homeless person. And I think that was a way for them to say, okay, Mr. Gu is going to start cleaning himself up. I hope he goes to rehab and deals because he drinks way too much. And you know how they say you drink your troubles away? He feels like when he drinks, he can't have all these thoughts coming into his mind. I loved what she told him. When the thoughts come, just welcome them in. Stop fighting them, I think the point is stop fighting them with the alcohol. Just, welcome them in. And then enjoy the little small pieces of happiness in life, even if it's just 7 seconds. Like he's in the elevator, he sees that child. It makes him happy for that 7 seconds, but that's something, before you know it, it'll be a whole day of happiness. But right now, baby steps to getting happy, right? We know the kind of life he lives is the beating and the crazy world he's in. And by the way, he got the money. By the way, I did not know he had that much money in his apartment. And I'm getting the feeling he's gonna go pay back the money that his friend used for gambling, and then he's gonna continue, and hopefully he's gonna be a better person. And I was just happy to see that he put that bottle down. It gave me hope that he's about to stop drinking, right? But oh, their relationship was so good. And then Chan Hee, episode 15 made me cry. Oh my God. First of all, I loved what he dealt with that relationship of Hyun Ah, when he was like, look, you have to leave because you only thrive when you have boyfriends who are broken. I'm not broken. I refuse to be broken. I'm gonna be better. So if you think you're gonna be sitting over here to try to fix me, or because you get happy because you're helping people who are broken, like your boyfriend is sick, dying in the hospital, that's not gonna be me. Like, I need you to leave. And I was like, wow. It's almost like I don't need the negative energy, and I need you to go find out what is wrong with you, because I'm on a journey of getting better, and I hope you go and get better. And he even said, my door is always open. If you go and find whatever you don't find, if I'm still single, you wanna come back, you're always welcome. And then if you feel like you need to leave, go ahead and leave. But for me, it's almost like I'm choosing happiness. And that one quote that Mr. Gu had told him about, if you stack up all the coins, it would end up being like 7 billion coins on that mountain. And in the end, he was like, you know what, Mr. Gu, I'm not the coin. I was always the mountain. Oh, I love that sentence. Was so good. That line was huge. It was almost like saying, you know what? I was always strong. I was always a mountain. I was a force to be reckoned with from the beginning. So I'm not a coin. I am the whole mountain, okay? I am strong enough. And the fact that every single time people died, he was always there. It was almost like the universe was always directing him. He said, when my grandpa died, I was there. When my grandma died, I was there. When my mom died, I was there. And then now the friend is dying. He's calling everybody, and nobody is there to come to console, to be with him. And he was like, you know what? I'm always there when people die, so I'll be here for you. And it was interesting that when he went to sign up for, I don't know, a mountain class or a photography class or something, he accidentally ends up in this class that they're training to become directors of a funeral, like funeral directors. And he wanted to leave, and then as he was listening to it, he was like, wow, this is me. This is who I am. I'm always there when people die, so why not, become a funeral director? Like, he knows what it's like. They even said there's some people who've never experienced even one death. He's been there for like 4 now. It's like the universe once again was directing him there, right? Oh, just incredible. And then Ji Jeong over here, I love that she also grew in her power, although she also knows. She told Taehan, I would never leave you, okay? I would never leave you. I thought it was sad that when he thought she was pregnant, he was like, okay, I'm gonna marry her. And then once he finds out she's not pregnant, he was like, oh, phew, right? And it's like, oh my God. Like, at first she was like, wow, is that how he really feels about me? And then obviously he explained himself later, like, look, it was not easy raising a child. So to think about doing that again was hard, but almost like nothing against her. I love the relationship because she's always gonna be there for him, letting him do what he wants. And then he's also appreciating her being in his life. So that was so good to see. And their dad, I love that their dad finally talked to them and said, you know what? You guys are much stronger than I am. And then Chan Hee was like, how can you say that when you've been married twice? He goes, that's because I can't live by myself. But you guys are single people. You're strong enough to live by yourself, and you can do it. So don't ever feel like you're weak, right? You're strong people. Oh, I loved it. I so loved it. Did you love it? Tell me in the comments what you thought. Do you want a second season? We want a second season. Please give us a second season. It is such good writing and such good acting. I love it. It's one of those shows you're gonna go back and watch again and be like, oh, I missed that part. You're gonna pick up something. It's one of those shows you can watch over and over, and every single time you watch, it doesn't matter how many times you watched, you pick something different over and over, right? Just fantastic. Once again, excellent job, an excellent series. My Liberation Notes. I hope you've watched it. If you have not watched it, please go and watch. Start from episode 1 to 16 because you will see their growths. Watching their growth was so fantastic. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. If you've been with me here for the last 8 weeks, it's been fantastic. We'll keep our fingers crossed for season 2. If you do like my video, give me a like, subscribe. It does help to support my channel. And I'll see you again when I'm reviewing another excellent foreign show. Deuces.